Thank you, thank you. Mirages TV here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. It's Mirages TV here. Welcome, welcome to my live. Hope everybody is doing well because I'm doing well too. I say hello to everybody. Please let me know where you're watching from. And if you want to come up to discuss, I'm more than welcome and happy to have you on. All the men in the house, please make sure you comment because this today's chatting is mostly focusing on you. So I say hello to everybody watching Mirages TV. And our topic for today is men leading wives to cheating. Are you that man who is leading your wife to cheating? And then you stay back and say, oh, she did that, she did this. Are you that man? And maybe you can be contributing to that without even knowing. So we have to really be mindful to know that maybe we don't know that we are the ones contributing to our wives cheating. You know, when one finger is pointing in front, how many fingers are pointing back at you? One, two, three, four. Four fingers are pointing back at you. But you're only seeing the one finger. You're only seeing the one finger you're pointing. And you say, oh, my wife does this, my wife is this, my wife is that. She doesn't care about me. She's always out with friends, greetings. She's always going here and there. She likes partying. And when I ask that she go come with me to my friends, she doesn't like my friends. That's not what has been happening before. Your wife has always been that good wife. What were the reasons that made you marry your wife? She was beautiful. She was attractive. She checked all the boxes you wanted in a woman. And that's why you went down on your knees and said, will you marry me? Remember? And out of that sudden, that woman now becomes a nagging woman, a narcissistic woman, a disrespectful woman, a woman who always like partying, a woman who doesn't take care of her house, a woman who doesn't respect you. Those are the things women say that women do. Are you sure that you are not contributing to this all these things you're saying? Remember when you were marrying her, she was the best thing that ever happens to you. I always remember by hearing men say, what would I have done without you? You were created on this planet for me. You know, when it's so sweet, you know how we say it? That's how the men say it. And out of a sudden, she is not in good shape. She's not clean. She doesn't take care of the house. She cares about herself. She's so selfish. She is that. She doesn't want to work. She only want to stay and spend my money. She's a spendthrift. She doesn't support my goals. Yes, the list can keep going. If I want to put the list, it will keep going. That's what we start. And guess what? We start looking outside the men. Say, oh, because he's not doing this, she's not this, so I would rather go outside and have my happiness. What change? Have you always also reflect on yourself? That was that woman when you finished your job, you're running back to. And when your friends are saying, can you pass by? Let's go hang out. You're saying, no, I can't hang out. I got a family waiting for me. What change? You're only seeing the woman changing. Did you not also change? No, you didn't change. You changed. But when you're blinded, you're only seeing that woman at the time. And you say all the things And guess what? When you go out, when you're working, your money, they started paying you, say they're paying you 50,000 or they're paying you $50 an hour. When you work number of years, there's promotion, there's increase in hourly wage, there are a lot of things. But since you've told your woman that you're being paid $50 an hour or you're being paid 50,000 a month, that's all she gets to know. And guess what? When you take that salary or when you take your paycheck, the woman knows nothing where the check has gone to. The woman has no idea. Guess what? You're busy sharing it out with that woman outside, with the ones outside that are substituting, giving you temporary love. You're there. You take the salary. She has already calculated and know that this is when you're being paid. This is when you have your paycheck. And she presented to you a list. And guess what? You are quick to satisfy that woman outside than satisfying the one at home. The one at home is no more anything to you. The one at home is fade. She's fade out. She's no more beautiful. So she has no spot in your life. Only the one outside. Ah. So you start doing that. And you're cheating. The woman is patiently there. And if she says, "Oh honey, you know, this thing is pending, we didn't buy it, the kids will be needing," figure that out. You should do that. You've been married well enough. You work yourself. You can figure that. What do you do with your own money? Can you not foot the bills? Must it be honey, daddy all the time? Those are the things you say. But guess what? When that woman outside asks you, "You know, you have to pay my rent. My rent is due. The landlord is saying if we don't pay," and then you say, "Sweetheart, I got you covered." Maybe you do the e-transfer right away, or you write the check right away, or you promise bringing the money. You're pushing your wife. She's patient, waiting for husband to foot bills. No. And before you know it, you're emotionally not present. Where do you have your satisfaction with that woman out there, with the women out there? Some have women, not only women. And when you come back home, you're just coming like you want to come just to show that at least you come back home. That is if you want. Some men, they go for days before coming. And that doesn't, your emotions is focused out there. Yet the woman is there waiting. The woman is there waiting. And then after that happens, it doesn't end there, people. Financially, it's going there. Emotionally, it's going there. Maybe the kids, they keep asking, "Daddy usually comes back at 4. How come mom, daddy is not back?" Guess what? I don't know. Let's hope and wait. Daddy will come. Daddy doesn't come. Daddy is not even available for the kids. The kids wait and wait and wait. No daddy. No daddy. Daddy is focusing on the outside. And guess what? The woman is still waiting, holding her peace and hoping the husband will change. Do you think the husband change? Some would change, some never get to change. They move from one girlfriend, maybe they add to two girlfriends, and maybe at times you come in, the two girlfriends are fighting over the man. When the two, they don't even have the man. That is somebody's husband. Yet the woman is patiently waiting. The men, they don't communicate. You know, when you start going, going to those places, you don't feel a need to communicate. At the beginning, you start communicating, "Honey, we have a meeting, we were working late. Honey, I won't be coming this early tonight. I will come like 6, 7." And before you see them excuses, "Greetings, my dear. Greeting, princess." The excuses, they keep adding and it keep adding. And it gets to a time that you gather courage and you say, "By the way, I'm the man in this relationship. I can do whatever I want. I don't owe her any communication." And that's when you start saying, You don't need to monitor my movement. I will tell you if I have to. If I don't want to, I'm a man. I can take care of myself. That's how we do it. That's how the men do it. And the communication start breaking. Let me share you a story before we continue. There was this woman. They have loved. She loved the husband really much. And when they started, there was that love. But in the middle of their relationship, as it will be, they have 3 kids together and they were really happily married. But the man started cheating. And when the man started cheating, what happened? The man was spending his emotional time was with the woman outside. His finances was with the woman outside. Everything that he was focusing with the woman outside. And guess what? There was no need, no time for communication with the wife, that person you prophesied love, that person you kneel down on one knee and propose to, that person you took to the altar and say yes to. No, that wasn't happening. Welcome, you come, princess, vo perpetua. You guys welcome on Facebook. So, guess what? This woman went to the hospital and was diagnosed with cancer, and it was already at stage 4. So she's been going through the stressful moments, the torment, no connection, no communication, emotional absence of the husband. And this woman stood in to provide for the kids, to put a smiley face, to be respectful to the man, even when she was hurting. And when you're diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, it means that you have barely a short time to live. And this woman already knew that she's gonna die. And those women who are outside may come in, and the family, the kids that she's leaving, they're going to suffer. But she didn't have control over any of this. She still continued to show love. She still continued to respect her husband. She did all she could. But the man, because he has been focusing outside, not emotionally present, not financially present, not physically present, he failed to observe how pale the woman was getting. He failed to observe how cranky the wife was. He failed to see that the woman was sick in the heart. A lot was going in her mind. And she was there trying to be a good wife. And this man, he would go spend nights outside and only come back to get change of clothes and maybe shoes and refresh and then pack up and go. So one time when this man came, this woman was like, "Can we have a talk?" And the man was like, "No, I don't really have time." And the woman said, I'm just requesting for just one thing that you spend 2 weeks with us as a family, so that the kids, they get to see you being there present. And after these 2 weeks, you can go back to your whatever thing that's taking you out, and I will be okay with that. And the man saw this as an easy ask, and he said, "Yes, that's something I can do." So he chatted with his girlfriends and his people he always go and be with, that for some reason I'm going to be in my house and to focus for 2 weeks, and then we can book a vacation. They even book a vacation after that. So he has calculated the 2 weeks and then booked a vacation that they will go. This woman knew that before the 2 weeks passed, she was going to die. So she just wanted to have a little bit of her husband before she passes. And it was during that moment that the man tried to focus a little bit in the house, giving the request. And this woman was doing her wifely duty with all diligence, love, and humbleness, that this man realized how pale the wife and cranky the wife has been. She was trying dress up, makeup just to look beautiful for him. But he got to notice that something changed. And when he realized that something changed, guess what? It was already too late. Too late to handle. As they were doing things together, in case of lifting up the wife, he realized that the wife had lost weight. Somebody that you loved and you cherished when you guys were really in love. You know her weight, you know how she would behave. She was behaving the same, trying to put on the smiling face, but when he lifted up the wife, he went up whoop. And then he realized, oh, how come she's lost a lot of weight? And then in realizing, looking properly, he saw that her lips were cracked, and she looked so pale. You know, when you're really stressed, you look sick, right? So he realized that, and in he wanted to know more. That drew his attention, and then he started asking, "How have you been? What's happening?" And guess what the wife said? "I've been there, and this is the situation." The man was heartbroken. The man couldn't believe how his carelessness, his unavailability, his physical absence, his financial absence, his emotional absence has done to him and the kid. Because at this time, he was seeing the bigger picture. And the wife said, "I have just few days to live. There's nothing you can do. When I needed you most, you were not there. When I tried to communicate with you, you weren't present. When I needed your finances, you weren't there. When I needed your emotional support, you weren't there." So, this is our last moment, and I just pray this should be a learning for you. When I'm gone, make sure if you're remarrying, it should be a woman who will love our kids. I would have loved to stay and look after my kid, because that was the only thing that kept me living, give me a reason to live. But I have no choice at the moment. So, this is my only request I had for you. Guess what? The man was heartbroken. The man couldn't stop, ac- he could not forgive himself, because of his carelessness, these things got this bad. Maybe it would have been better. So, what's our learning in this story? That when you men are jumping out there and you say you have a wife, when you keep doing all these things, some women can take them, some women cannot take. And when it gets to a level, some women they say, "I need to cheat so that he also feels how it looks like to cheat." Please, if you're watching on TikTok, please support my live. Hit on the heart button, please. If you're live watching, so I know that there are people there. And thumb up, Facebook, thumb up, like button. I just want to know people are there listening. So, yes, please. I know people are there. Thumb up, heart, anything that you can put there will be appreciated. So that's what happened. Now let's get back to our story. So we men, when you're going spending all your time, you're not there, you're not there, you're not there, you're not there. Guess what happened? The women, some men are also interested in married women. Do you know that? And then they'll start chatting and chatting and chatting. And then there gets a time in the woman's life that she needs that emotional support. She's vulnerable. She doesn't feel protected by you. That comfort is all done. And guess what? She will fall prey to the woman, to the man outside. And before you know, she starts cheating. And do you know the funniest thing about it? Men who cheat do not like their women cheating. They will say, "I go and cheat because I know I have you here. So I will make you pretty and do everything for you, but I just want you to be mine. When you're saying all those things, do you also not think that the woman will want to just to be hers? It's only yours that's prioritized. The woman, they always come second and their opinion doesn't count, right? No. In the world of today, everybody counts. We just have to know that there's a man, there's a woman. Don't get me wrong. Women, recognize your man as husband, but be mindful a man is a man in a relationship. A woman can have all the money and have all the say, but the man stands to be a man. That one we cannot dispute it. But the man don't have to impose their own goals, their own things that they prioritize, like cheating, having many women outside. When you were marrying the woman you signed, oh, I promise I will be, it's polygamy, it's monogamy we are choosing. So I will never marry another woman. You have found favor in you. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you till I die. You are this, you are this. What changed, people? What changed to all the promises? And there were weaknesses. We automatically change. And guess what? And then the women, they are pushed to cheating. If you're that man who always goes out and does all the things outside sexually and everything, and you come back, you have no strength to give what your woman desire. Guess what? Some women, they have no patience for that. They'll go out to have their satisfaction. And who pushed the woman? You did. If you're that man that you work, but you're not able to pay bills, the paycheck is never seen. Things are pending that you don't always take care of. But where does that money go? Somebody out there using it. Somebody out there that they're spending with. The woman gets tired and also look for somebody that he or she will spend the money with. Now you see how it's a chain reaction. What goes around comes around. You would think that, oh, I am a man in this relation. I call the triggers here. I make the decision here. Whatever I say stands. It will stand, but there's an extent that wouldn't stand. We know some cultures, they tolerate that. If on getting married to your wife, you had let her know that there will be a point in time in life that you want another woman, then that would be fine. Then it's something that she was aware of before getting into the marriage. Let's look in this recent case of this Nigerian actor, Yul Edochie and the wife May. They married in church. They had agreed. They said it's gonna be monogamy. And when did it change? When it has to change, the two of you has to sit down and say, look, I know I said this, but now I've have a different mindset. And I would like to have a second woman. This is something I want us to talk about. Is it something that your wife is ready to accept? Then fine, that would be okay because two of you agreed to. But if she's not ready to accept, she can also make a decision and say, okay, if this is what you want, this is not what I bargained for. So I'm going to sign out. And then I said, let's go for a divorce so that I will be free and not be bondage under you, and you will be free to marry that woman that you love. That will be a fair 50-50. Don't claim that you're married. Don't claim that you're married and you're solely devoted to your wife, whereas you're out there cheating. Whereas you have kids out there. Whereas you have lots of women out there with your kids. And you're spending all your money out there, and the woman in the house is stressing and suffering, and your real kids are also suffering. Is that something you like? Is that something you want? What you don't want, don't do it to others. Because when you go out and cheat and your woman goes to cheat too, you get really pissed. When you get really pissed, you say, how dare you cheat? If I cheat, do you have to cheat? That woman is also human. And her needs, she has needs. Everybody has needs. It's, as you're looking for your needs outside, she also have the right to look for her own needs outside. Is that how you want your relationship to be? Is that the example you want to set for your own kids? That this thing called marriage is bullshit. You can be there and do all the things that you like. Tell me, people, is that what you want your upcoming generation that are looking up to you as the king of the house, as the mommy of the house to see and appreciate? Is that what? No. This is just what your wife would need. Men, don't cause your woman to go cheating. If you are a man out there, these are the things. I'm going to list some few things you have to do to your woman. And then you come back and thank me after. You will say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. You will see a different response from your woman. You will feel like it's a different woman you got married to. And then you will appreciate her more. Let's see the few things that women want from their men, and vice versa, if you want a relationship to go well. After we list this, I'm going to end the live. So these are the few things that men, that women, we women, I've talked about men. Now I'm going to women because that pertains to me too. So women, we women want in our relationship, in our marriage, in our dating, in any relationship that we have, faithfulness. If any woman here, please thumb up and tell me, if your man is faithful to you and you alone, are you not going to love him? You're going to love him. You're going to treat him like the king that he is. You can even lay down for him to trample on you because he is faithful. He's proven to you that he loves you. And that's all a woman wants. A woman wants a man who's financially present. You put the finances together. You can be calling the shot, but at least the woman needs to be in the know-how as to how things are. A woman in your house, when she's asking for salt, asking for a handbag, asking for a pair of shoes, she has to know that the man is capable of affording. If you don't open the woman in your wall of finances, the woman can be asking for a plane, for a car, whereas you don't have the ability to provide. But if she knows your capability and know that you give him or you give her the entire world if you have, you give her a plane if you could, then why not? You are present, you're financially present, you are romantic. Oh my goodness. If a man is romantic, tell me, which woman wouldn't want that man? Tell me, if your man is romantic, wouldn't you want him? You would cherish him. You want to be by him all the time. You're just gonna like, oh my goodness. You're like operating, you will be like operating in a different world. That's what we should think. That's what we women want from you. We want availability. Make yourself available. If you're not working, create time to spend with your family. Create time to spend with your partner. Be it your girlfriend, be it your boyfriend. Create that time. That's the time you bond. That is the time you enjoy each other's company. That is the time you guys set goals. That's the time you feel connected. Oh my goodness. I can keep listing them until that's the good time. Spend that time with your loved one that you cherish. Provide your woman with good sex. Let's not pretend. When you are in a relationship, you want to have that satisfaction. If your man is not doing that, he needs medical checkup to get that thing working. Except he's doing it outside. You got to work on that because you want to make your woman happy. You have to work on that. And if you devote your time and put in effort, and your woman sees and get that satisfaction, you will be treated more with love. Communication, people. If you are going somewhere that and you feel like things are going to change as to when what you guys discussed and planned, for heads up, just for heads up, mom, just for heads up, sweetie, things are not going as planned. The program has changed. This is gonna be happening and happening. So I'm just letting you know so you don't expect me at this time and I don't make it. I don't want to keep you waiting. That is enough respect, enough love, enough to show that you care. He matters, she matters. But don't use that to take advantage. When you're doing other things, you just send a sweet message, whereas you're doing something else. That is also abuse of communication. A 2-minute phone call can stop the conflict that can lead to your divorce. A 5-second text can stop the conflict that can lead to your school, not to your kids not having education. Always remember it's a chain reaction. Appreciation. Men, men, and women, anybody who is in a relationship, listen and listen well. Appreciate your partner. Every partner loves to be appreciated. You men, tell your wife, oh my goodness, you look beautiful. You look exceptionally stand out today. What have you been eating? What have you been doing that you are this beautiful, honey? Tell me, did you change your body lotion? Oh, the makeup today was astonishing. The nails you have today, oh, they're beautiful. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. This one was just made for you. Your outfit is takeaway. Say all those things, and the woman will be blushing. Oh my gosh. Really? Thank you, honey. And she looks more beautiful, cheerful, and welcoming. Those are the things we want to provide to our loved one. And you, the woman, you say, oh my gosh, where did I got this man from? Are you from the planet Earth? You're so handsome. The most handsome man I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. I love you today. You see how the woman would just be giving. And guess what? The men love it. Everybody loves appreciation. Let's not deprive ourselves of love. Let's not keep anger, hold on to little things when we have very little time on this planet Earth. We want to utilize it and utilize it well, people. The little time you have, spend it wisely with your family, spend it wisely making meaningful things, and spend it wisely so you don't regret after when you're getting old. I hope this makes sense. So those are the little things that we have to do so that we can feel good. Please like and share this live so other people can also hear and get this message. It helps to be a family. We're here because we love ourselves. We want to contribute to build ourselves and be better people. So please don't forget to comment, like, and share this live. And I welcome anybody who, if you spend 2 seconds, 3 seconds for your little time that you spend on this live, and you can still come back to watch it, and I will appreciate you more. Thank you for watching. Mirage's TV was on live. I couldn't be here if not of you. Everybody's important. And thank you for coming. Thank you. Remember to press the share button. Don't forget. And follow because we need you guys. We need each other to grow. You don't know where you can learn something that's going to influence your life and make you a better person. Thank you, and see you in my next live. Mirages TV, your number one TV. Thank you, thank you, thank